I heard about the movie. Tough break.
Yeah.
Well, hey, maybe it'll just go straight to video.
That's the least of my problems.
I so wish they did that for this film. First of all guys, I am aware that most of these videos I make are negative towards films. My channel is called First Class Junk, and I normally review movies that are not good in my opinion. The Wild sure has its fans, which is evident in my comment section, which is fine. Don't let my opinion make you think any less of these movies. But I just thought the film absolutely sucked. I'm just wondering, how bad does the film have to be for everyone to hate it? It's fine if you like it, but will I review something like The Little Panda Fighter and still have people defending it? Who knows, but it would sure be interesting to see how people will defend that one. I know the movie I'm reviewing today has its fans, and that's cool. I'm just going to explain why I personally hate it. Shrek is one of the most influential animated films of all time. It came out when animated films were dominated by Disney, which mainly had whimsical stories and musical scores. Which there is nothing wrong with a movie like that of course when it's done right. And Disney had an iron fist in the animated films realm, releasing hit after hit. Shrek was a film that brilliantly subverted people's expectations, with clever pop songs and shutting down any chance of musical numbers, disgusting characters, and witty humour that contained references and poked fun at Disney. The film was so good in fact that it was the first animated film to win the Best Animated Feature award at the Oscars. Shrek is a film that I personally regard very highly, but its influence may have been a force for bad. After this movie, every animated film wanted to be like it, and some proper awful films were released because of that. I will always defend Hoodwinked though, even if it is a Shrek ripoff, it puts a fresh spin on it. Anyway, after DreamWorks steals some of Disney's thunder, something had to be done. Disney decided that it would be a great idea to try this themselves. They tried more than once, but their magnum opus of shitness is easily Chicken Little. Talk about a film that completely swung and missed at their attempt to try and obtain even a little bit of magic that the first Shrek film had. Chicken Little has 3 screenwriters, which is never normally a good sign, and an $150 million budget. Holy shit, I never knew that. Well, this is going to be fun. Why is it so bad though, and why is it so hated?
Now, where to begin? How about Once Upon a Time? How many times have you heard that to begin a story?
And from the first frame you can tell how hard they are trying to copy Shrek, with their normally whimsical intro being subverted by this annoying fucking narrator who's trying to act like their old formula is bad. It's not Disney. I'd rather have a film like Lion King than another Chicken Little.
I got it. Here we go. Here's how to open a movie. No, I don't think so. It sounds familiar, doesn't it to you?
That doesn't mean you have to reference The Lion King in this movie. I wish I watched that movie instead. And also as stated in the Wild review, both Chicken Little and The Wild start with the same joke. You're trying to copy DreamWorks guys. DreamWorks, not yourselves.
Oh, no, not the book. How many have seen opening the book before? Close the book. We're not doing that.
Oh, there we go. Literally copying the exact same joke as the opening to Shrek. You got there in the end. To be fair, the animation isn't horrible. For around this time, at least it's not Hoodwinked or The Wild level. I also appreciate the stylized animation, but it doesn't look amazing or anything. But on the other hand, Shrek looks better than this and it was released 4 years after Shrek. And is it just me, or does the streets look like Toontown? Toontown anyone? Anyone remember that game? No? Just me then. So Chicken Little keeps claiming that the sky is falling, but it isn't. He is a massive embarrassment to his dickhead father Buck McCluck, who doesn't believe his son in the slightest. Chicken Little spends the entire movie trying to seek validation from his dad, and all the shallow townsfolk who all unjustifiably hate him. I know this has been well documented, but his father is so incredibly mean-spirited.
Remember how I told you it would be better for you just to lay low, don't call attention to yourself, right?
Yes, but
see,
how...
it's like a game. Yeah, a game of hide and seek, except the gold is never to be found, ever.
I mean, to say that to your kid is traumatizing. I know at this point he doesn't know his son is telling the truth, but that's not how you speak to your own son. And of course, his dad was a perfect kid who could do no wrong. It's just so bland storytelling, to be honest. And Chicken Little wants to join the baseball team as his dad was so good at it. What is his father's reaction to this?
Sorry there, buddy. Sorry. Baseball? We talked about this.
Yeah, right. Hey, why not, right?
Yeah, why not? But why?
You see what I mean? This guy should be encouraging his kid, not just shutting him down at every opportunity. Like, Jesus Christ, man, have a heart. He's absolutely brutal.
Have you considered the chess team or the Glee Club?
Yes, Buck. Chicken Little is a nerd. He looks like a nerd. Baseball? That's for the cool kids. Chess and Glee Club is way more suitable for him. God, what an asshole.
Just please try not to get your hopes too high.
Yeah, but Dad, I mean,
Yeah, don't dream big. Just quit before you even try. What a great father. And side note, why does Chicken Little sound like a 30-year-old? I hate it when animated films do that. It happens in Mitchells vs. the Machines too. It's just creepy. Oh, the voice actor was literally 30 when this film came out. Yeah, don't hire a kid or a voice actor who sounds like a kid. Just use your normal voice, that will work just fine. In general, the town is so mean-spirited towards him. I know that it's Disney trying to be edgy, but Jesus Christ guys, cut the guy a break. They literally made a movie on him because they think he's so crazy. They literally made Chicken Little into a media franchise. The poor kid, man, he doesn't deserve that at all. The reason why the town being so mean-spirited towards Shrek worked is because ogres always had a negative connotation around them, and Shrek himself played into that. And it's only when he finds friends who are outcasts like him does he finally open up about himself. In this movie, the town just hate him even though he was telling the truth. It's way less nuanced and interesting as a story beat, that it just makes me question why they even made this film in the first place.
It was a recipe for disaster. A four-course meal of no siree.
You have the pop song at the start that ticks the box of copying Shrek, and I would hate on the song more, but honestly One Little Slip is a great song, and to be fair, nothing is beating All Star.
Nurse!
Hi, Tiffany.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Like, the jokes make no sense. Who are they calling? Shouldn't their friends be in class?
And all my plans keep falling through.
Well, the songs got generic really fast. It's like it's making fun of itself. I can't believe they are trying to make an emotional moment in this movie. And some of these character designs are just disgusting to look at. Again, they just seem to miss the point of Shrek. Character designs can still look visually appealing even if they're not the most conventionally attractive people. And the film doesn't even work on that front either, as the other character designs are just as horrifying as the ones who are meant to be ugly. And it wouldn't be a Shrek ripoff without all the references.
Here we go. Here's how to open a movie.
Ever since that sky falling incident, he's been nothing but trouble.
I'm kidding guys, but is that a reference to Mr. Incredible's boss?
I'll keep on fighting till the end. Bow now now.
Did they fucking auto-tune Chicken Little? Is it just me? Or is the town mayor Joe Biden?
Well, sir, looks like left field's found something better to do. Center field's got a hunger pang in his second stomach.
And right field's digging for grubs.
This humour is baby level. Like, yes, haha, the animals are acting like they do normally. Where's the joke, guys? So Chicken Little proves everyone wrong and actually succeeds at baseball. Only now does the town support him. Yeah, didn't see that one coming. I mean, they could have ended the movie after this scene. It wraps up pretty much everything. I would have rather have an annoying short film than this whole movie.
Unless you think we need closure?
Closure? What's the close here?
And after all this, the dad is just awful. Of course Chicken Little was telling the truth. And get this, he hides the evident proof of the sky falling from his father. Why? Because movie. I also don't respect that this film is encouraging kids to vape. That's not very family friendly, Disney.
Flying fish! Take cover!
Just noting more of the film's baby humour, my facial expression has kept the same the entire runtime.
Flying fish! Take cover!
Wait, the pig is Steve Zahn? That's pretty cool.
Whoa!
So the fish gets yeeted into the sky, and we probably get the best line from the greatest dad in the world.
You gotta be ready to listen to your children, even if they have nothing to say.
So the gang find the spaceship and try to find their missing friend, and it seems like the aliens are going to destroy Earth. I wonder if this is just a misunderstanding. So they think it's finally the right time to alert the dickhead townsfolk again. But Chicken Little, rightfully so, gets PTSD flashbacks from the last time he did it. But he rings the bell anyway. And of course, there is more of the misunderstanding subplot as the aliens disappear. And again, the town doesn't believe him.
Reports of panic and mayhem are still pouring in after yet another Chicken Little incident last night. In one instance, an entire family of lemmings was sent running in fear. But unable to find a cliff, they instead began throwing themselves from the nearest park bench.
Okay, I have to admit, that was kind of funny. So the baby gets left behind and the aliens invade the town to find it. And the father finally believes Chicken Little, and they reconcile. For the amount of trauma that guy caused you, I'd stay the hell away from him.
By the way, I'd like to say I've always found you extremely attractive.
Okay, where the hell did that come from?
I stink at this. I'm a horrible father.
Yes, you are. And yeah, some stupid boring antics ensue, and the alien kid gets delivered back to the parents.
You were the one that left him behind. That's bad parenting.
That's very rich coming from you, mate. And yeah, that was Chicken Little, and it's just a very mean-spirited, unfunny movie. It's not as bad as The Wild, to be completely honest, but it's not that far off. $150 million. This must have been some tax evasion. I mean, it's just a very weak animated movie. I actually don't recommend this one at all. I enjoyed it more as a little kid, but after watching it now, it's just terrible.
It's junk. First class junk.